Museums in Singapore will reopen tomorrow after being closed for almost 3 months. And they are among the first in the arts, culture and scene to resume operations since circuit breaker measures were eased. Melissa Goh checks in on their preparations.
You can look, but you can't touch. When the Asian Civilizations Museum reopens on Friday, there won't be any physical booklets, interactive displays, or guided tours for visitors. Starting in July, it will be putting up QR codes for them to access information in 4 languages. Groups will also have to stay 1 meter apart. It's part of efforts to keep staff and guests safe, just like how it's kept these exhibits safe for the past 2 months with added security and patrols. These artifacts are recovered from a Tang Dynasty shipwreck, and according to the museum, these are thought to be the first visual representations of trade and globalization in the 9th century. And even when doors are closed, plenty of thought and care goes into preserving this bit of history. The team has been keeping humidity and temperature levels optimal round the clock, something that's tricky to do in Singapore's climate, but important for the fragile exhibits. It's also clearing out dehumidifiers stored below showcases and checking for mold. After months of working behind the scenes, the management welcomes the news of reopening.
It shows that museums, to me, are sort of, as far as I see it, at the vanguard in some ways of culture and entertainment institutions. Because our space is sort of open and free flow, the fact that we're able to open, and if everything goes well with us, I think it's also a test to see how the rest of the culture and the leisure and entertainment scene will be able to cope with these new normals.
The pandemic has accelerated the museum's plan to go digital. A virtual version of its 3rd floor galleries will be ready in August, and audio tours will be rolled out progressively. The National Gallery and National Museum will also open on Friday, followed by heritage institutions next week.
Now, meanwhile, libraries are set to reopen next month with shorter operating hours. Visits are limited to 30 minutes and users can only borrow and return materials. To prevent overcrowding, those who wish to go to the library will need to book entry slots online.